Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Tennis Zone with Adam and our final match of this Australian Open 2026, which didn't disappoint in week two, especially across the semifinals. Between two greats, it's going to be an incredible match. We are expecting a historic match today. The championship on the men's side between the greatest of all time, Novak Djokovic, doesn't need an introduction. Former world number one, currently four, life ranking three, 102 titles, including 24 Grand Slams, going try and make the ultimate history by winning the most number of Grand Slams today or tonight, 25 Grand Slams in the process. You'll be taking on the tennis superstar, another great, the baby goat in the making, from Spain, Carlos Alcaraz, 22 years old, only 22 with 25 titles, including 6 Grand Slams. He won it all. This is the one he needed, the career slam. He is trying to make history as the youngest to win this career slam. Prediction, we'll come to it. Most predictions, sources saying Alcaraz in 4, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. The head-to-head is 5-4. Now that will plays into Alcaraz mentals, because you'll be like, well, but he defeated him before, but etc. etc. Okay, that is correct, but this is different. This is Alcaraz. This is Djokovic house. This is the tournament he won 10 times. He's been in this final many, many times. Alcaraz's first time landing at the Australian Open finals. All his attempts in the past did not pass the quarterfinal. That will put pressure on Alcaraz. So the head-to-head 5-4 will make a difference. More importantly, Djokovic leads 3-1 on hard court, and Djokovic defeated Alcaraz last year at the Australian Open. He's the one who eliminated Alcaraz when he wasn't even very fit, Djokovic. He had an injury. He still played and won. But we know that Alcaraz is mentally strong, resilient, but we'll see how he react and adjust and apply that mental strength today when he needed it the most. That's different than anybody who will choke or collapse or doubt themselves. The other players he played, including top 10 players, this is Djokovic, the king of mental resilience and strength. Now, let's go through their head-to-head, and then we'll come back to other analysis related to performance. So in 2025, they played twice, both in hard court. Melbourne went to Djokovic, and that was in the 4th round, I believe. And Djokovic won in 4th set, lost the first set, and came swinging, won the next 4th set. It was a very close match, though, but it was an incredible performance. US Open was a very close match, specifically the first 2 sets. The 3rd set's pretty much where Alcaraz, and Alcaraz won it in straight set. I think that's what will matter the most, the 2025. 2024, yes, I'm not going to focus on the clay, the Olympic, even though it's a big mental for Alcaraz here that Djokovic deprived him from history back then, won in a very close, tight 2 sets. That was tie breaks for the Olympic gold. They also played at Wimbledon. Alcaraz won in that final, but remember, Djokovic had surgery a couple weeks into surgery. I wouldn't say in one leg, but wasn't completely there and fit. And then the ATP finals, that went to Djokovic also. Was very easy match, actually. Straight set 6-3, 6-2. Alcaraz did not play very good. Played good, but not good enough. So the head-to-head, it's more negative toward Alcaraz without all of these details. That will give Djokovic more motivation. Now, hey, I pretty much defeated him on all hard court matches. And remember that Cincy historic match. So that is the head-to-head. You can get, dig and deep dive in the details, but it's really irrelevant. Just to simply put, the head-to-head is in the advantage of Djokovic. Now, performance-wise, they kind of very close somehow. The only negative thing toward Alcaraz his time spent on court. He played 4 hours more because we know Djokovic has walkover. Minchik didn't play. And then Mosidi retire after 2 set when he got the groin injury, and I wish him a speedy recovery. 4 hours more. That is almost 1 set more. I'm sorry, that's almost one match more that Alcaraz played. So if this went into 4/5 setter, that might affect Alcaraz, even though the condition is different. But the one who was cramping and had the issues, the lost match, etc. And Djokovic should be more physically prepared. Yes, he had a longer match in the semi, but so that is one thing. In terms of winners ratio, it's pretty similar. Even though Djokovic played less, but you have higher percentage of winners, 47% versus 42% Alcaraz. Aces, Djokovic has more aces, not big difference, 46-41, and pretty much similar double fault, 14 to 13. First serve percentage, they're pretty similar. Djokovic has a little edge, 76% versus 74%. But this is overall. If you look at the last match against Sinner, Djokovic exceeds in all departments pretty much. Second serve, Djokovic overall in the tournaments is not too good. And that's where Alcaraz can jump in and get his winners and his break points. But against Sinner, it's not the case. Djokovic saved more than 16 break points, even by going big on the second serve. Actually, he served great. But overall, 51 versus 61%, that goes to Alcaraz. In terms of breakpoints, it's pretty similar. The breakpoints won 41 to 42. Breakpoint safe, Djokovic was very good at saving breakpoints this tournament. If you've seen the last 2 seasons, he struggled with creating and saving breakpoints. But this one, it's 31. Now, what's my prediction? If Djokovic played the same level he played against Sinner and even more, and determined, and the conditions are perfect, because as of now, it's windy, etc. I'm not sure if they're going to close the roof or not. That might have a little, impact on both players, especially Djokovic, though. But if he plays the same level he played against Sinner and even more, and was determined, clean, heading, and Alcaraz had these lapses or doubt, then Djokovic in 4 setters. If Djokovic going back to these levels in the first few rounds, then Alcaraz could fly with this in 3 sets. What I'm thinking, based on all of these many factors, Djokovic has a huge chance to win this. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very tough. It's going to be very close. But I would say likely 4 or 5 sets Djokovic. That's my prediction. I may be wrong. If Alcaraz won, I'll be extremely happy for him. I'm one of his biggest fans as well. So the match should start within a few minutes. Thank you for joining and supporting the channel, and let's have a great match. All right, chat, we're 3 minutes away from this first major slam of 2026, the Australian Open. They're still stretching in the gym. Djokovic and Alcaraz, a history for both. Who is gonna have the upper hand tonight? Carlos Alcaraz to become the youngest to win the Grand Slam, or Djokovic, the oldest man to win a major at this age and hit the ultimate records of 25 Grand Slams? Let's see. The moment of truth is coming. Thank you guys for joining. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're supporting, and what's your predictions. And please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Show us some love and support. It's greatly appreciated. Match should start in less than 2 minutes. All right, guys. The men's single finals championship match is happening now. They are welcoming Carlos Alcaraz to the Rod Laver Arena with the cheers, followed by the greatest of all time, Novak Djokovic, and you can hear the roaring in the crowds. And this is happening in front of our eyes. Let's enjoy whoever you're supporting, whoever is gonna win. Let's enjoy. Let's support tennis. Let's continue this passion with love, kindness, no hate. Alright, guys, the match will start momentarily. The historic fight between Ute and the man who's trying to break yet another record and make yet another big history. A career Grand Slam at the youngest age versus closing the book on the history of tennis. This match will define mental resilience, greatness, and determination. All right, warm up started. They both looking calm, composed, cool. I didn't notice any signs of tension or distress. I believe the roof is still open, despite being somehow windy. But hopefully the conditions stabilize and stays playable. It's not bad. Remember, the match against Sinner wasn't luck. Sinner played great high quality tennis and got beaten. Now, let's see if Alcaraz has a different answer. All right, guys, 30 seconds. It's really hope for a great match, and these little wins does not affect the play, and that we have a great quality competitive championship match. It's time. Warm up is over. Thank you all for joining. All right, Djokovic won the coin toss and will be serving first. Ready? Let's go, chat. It is starting. Served great in the semifinals. Let's see if he delivers today. I think he will. Serves that wide, back to Alcaraz, forehand up the line. Alcaraz on the run, slice it, lengths in, forehand up the line. Alcaraz forehand, goes long, 15 love. Great start from Djokovic. I see a little tension on Alcaraz's face. Yeah, too many things, too many emotions. Djokovic is good at hiding it, especially when the match just started. 15 love. Serves that wide to the body is a fault. Second serve, Djokovic. Alcaraz standing way behind the baseline. See if that works. Might have to adjust that position depending on the second serve. Down the tee, back to Alcaraz, hits the net cord, that doesn't cross the net. Nice kick serve, 30 love. Serving great and big on the second serve, Djokovic, just like he did against Sinner. That was a 115 serve. He's going all in, I can tell from the start, Djokovic. He's gonna take big risks, and that is what gave him the win against Sinner. He did not hold back. Serves out wide, back to Alcaraz, backhand, going behind Alcaraz, smart, 40 love. Great serving so far from Djokovic and well-calibrated backhand. A fault, second serve. Second serve. Body serve, Djokovic, backhand, backhand up the line. Alcaraz forehand to score, Djokovic on the stretch, forehand, backhand from Alcaraz, backhand center court, Alcaraz forehand up the line, Djokovic forehand. Alcaraz forehand, Djokovic slice, lands in. Alcaraz slide it to the net and hits a forehand winner. Starting to put pressure, Alcaraz, 40-15. Djokovic could have went bigger here. I think he held back a little bit, didn't go pretty aggressive on the returns. Waited for Alcaraz to maybe make an error, but he didn't. On the tee, goes out. Great serving, easy hold, one love, Djokovic. All right, Alcaraz to serve. And this surface game will show if he has any remaining nerves and tension at the start of this championship match. History awaits. Big serve out wide, hits an ace, 50 love. Great first serve from Alcaraz. Thank you all for joining. And there shouldn't be any issues related to it, unfortunately, so no cramping, no pickle juice, no issues. Serves down the tee. Back to Djokovic, forehand. Djokovic forehand, center court. Alcaraz forehand. Backhand, missed it in the net, 30 love. Big serve down the tee, comes back from Djokovic, forehand going behind him. 40 love, great start from Alcaraz. They both starting great. Goes out wide is a fault, second serve Alcaraz. Remember, Alcaraz possessed the variety too, which could threaten Djokovic, moving him around and drop shots, etc. But he serve, forehand up the line. Alcaraz gets it, forehand up the line. Winner! What a great return! Pushed Alcaraz to the side, got the ball back, slide it, and hit that nice forehand up the line winner, 30-15. Now he's gonna make Alcaraz rethink his choices. But the serve comes back, forehand from Alcaraz. Up in the air from Djokovic, smash coming, winner. Vamos from Alcaraz, he hold, 1 game all. First serve is a fault from Djokovic, second serve. Buddy serve, forehand from Alcaraz, forehand goes court, Alcaraz forehand. Goes long, misfiring the forehand, 50 love. Massive, big serve down the tee, comes back, and Djokovic slides to the net and puts it away, 30 love. Serving great. Let's see who's gonna blink first. Big serve out wide. At Djokovic. And Alcaraz, the forehand again, misfiring, hits it out, goes wide. 40 love. What a great serving from both so far. And the more Djokovic stays ahead on the scoreline, keep putting the pressure on Alcaraz as the first set advances. But the serve comes back, backhand up the line winner, the 1-2, an easy hold to love from Djokovic, stays ahead 2-1. So far, it's been great start from both. So let's see. Because Djokovic probably going to start pulling the trigger here and putting more pressure on Alcaraz serve. Alcaraz serving, 1-2 down the opening set. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Down the tee, backhand from Djokovic, backhand from Alcaraz, forehand Kuskort. Alcaraz gets it, forehand Kuskort. Alcaraz forehand, backhand Kuskort. Alcaraz forehand, forehand center court. Alcaraz forehand, forehand down the line, backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand Kuskort. Wow! Wow, what a rubber from Djokovic. Forehand Kuskort in the corner, landed on the corner. Similar to what he did to center. Love 15. The pressure is going to be mounting on Alcaraz here. What a rip of a forehand. Landed on the corner with a high speed. I told you he's going to pull the trigger. Serves that wide, backhand from Djokovic. Yep. I told you earlier, remember that Alcaraz is going to start the drop shots, and he did. 15 all. Alcaraz escaped with the drop shot. Down the tee is a fault, second serve. Down the tee, backhand from Djokovic, backhand Kuskort. Djokovic forehand Kuskort. Backhand down the line, Djokovic forehand Kuskort. Forehand, Djokovic on the run. Oh, almost. Goes long, 30-15. Alcaraz to serve, 30-15. A fault, second serve. Alcaraz got to be careful here. The first serve percentage is dropping under pressure. Second serve. Oh my god, a double fault. 30 all. Yep, tension, I told you. Serving. A fault, second serve. Uh-oh. Djokovic is going to go so aggressive on the second serve here. Body serve, forehand comes to Alcaraz, forehand. Forehand center court, Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic on the stretch, forehand to score, down the line. Backhand from Djokovic, forehand in the net from Alcaraz. And it's a breakpoint chance for Djokovic, playing really aggressive Djokovic. Alcaraz got a little defensive there. Alcaraz to serve, facing a break point. Out wide, drop shot. Yep. Djokovic should knew that Alcaraz's escape is gonna be a drop shot, and he saved it, deuce. And Alcaraz definitely planned it. That was a big serve out wide, pushed Djokovic out of the court, and then slided that drop shot. Even if Djokovic ran, wouldn't make it. Serves to the body, comes back, forehand. Djokovic forehand center court, Alcaraz forehand. Forehand up the line, on the run from Alcaraz. Backhand Kuskort, backhand Kuskort. Slice. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand to score. Backhand. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz slice in the net. Wow. Wow. Djokovic suffocating him from the baseline. Advantage. Break point number 2. And Alcaraz is feeling the pressure here. Well, Alcaraz thinking of flashbacks here from last year's Australian Open against Djokovic. Break point number 2, Alcaraz to serve. Down the tee, comes back, forehand from Alcaraz. Djokovic on the run, forehand, backhand going behind Djokovic. Djokovic gets it. Forehand winner. Went big, Alcaraz going behind him, and he saves it. Second break point, back to deuce. Because that white comes back. Oh, what a return from Djokovic. Deep down to Alcaraz's feet. Alcaraz misfiring from the forehand. The pressure is mounting. Advantage. Djokovic. Breakpoint chance. Number 3. Djokovic will pay a hefty price if he doesn't break. These chances are not gonna be common in this match. Because Alcaraz were relaxed throughout the match. Serves that wide. Comes back. Backhand, comes back, forehand to score, on the run, forehand down the line, Alcaraz, cross court, Alcaraz gets it, cross court, Alcaraz gets it, missed it! Wow, Alcaraz was scrambling under pressure and Djokovic breaks 3-1 in the opening set. My goodness. Wow, wow, wow. And that's what I warned from at the start of the stream, and it happened. Alright, now, Djokovic need to hold into this dear breakpoint. Serves to the body, comes back, backhand to scored, backhand, backhand to scored, backhand, forehand in the net. Little tins, love 15, because Alcaraz is going all in here. Need a couple of big serves here. Out wide, hits an ace, 15-all. And the pressure is mounting on Alcaraz. Thank you all for joining. If Djokovic holds here, the set is over. Down the tee comes back. Backhand. Winner. Up the line. 30-15. Out wide. Backhand comes back. Forehand to score. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand to score. Alcaraz in the net. 40-15. I would have think one of these return Alcaraz, especially now, because you might lose a point anyway. I will execute that drop shot and disrupt the rhythm, disrupt this baseline rally because you'll take him by surprise. He didn't. 40-15, Djokovic, 3-1 up in the opening set. Down the tee, big serve, does not come back. Djokovic, big hold, and cruising, 4-1 leading in the opening set. 25 in the making. But remember, it's still one break point, so Djokovic has to keep this high quality, great tennis. And I think Djokovic here is going to even go more aggressive and put immense pressure on Alcaraz's surface game here. Let's see how Alcaraz responds. Serving at 1-4 down in the opening set. Serves that wide is a fault. Second serve. If Djokovic wins the first set 6-1, it will mentally crush Alcaraz. Down the tee, backhand from Djokovic, Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic forehand to scored. On the run, Alcaraz misfiring the forehand. Love 15. Alcaraz to serve. At white, backhand from Djokovic, forehand to scored. Djokovic backhand. Forehand from Alcaraz. Scored. Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic scored. Forehand. Wow, what a forehand. Djokovic is playing so deep, so aggressive, hitting it to the baseline, kept suffocating Alcaraz, and the forehand misfiring from Alcaraz again. Love 30. Told you he's going to go all big, Djokovic, on this game. Gonna go for broke. He's gonna kill and shake that mental resilience. Not kill it, but he's gonna shake it. Alcaraz to serve. 1-4 down, love 30. That's a lot to handle. Down the tee, comes back. Forehand to scored. Djokovic to scored. Alcaraz on down with the forehand. Forehand up the line. Oh! Djokovic, that's a great gift for Alcaraz. He returned that big serve down the tee. He pushed him out with the forehand court wide open, and the forehand overdoes it. 15-30. It would have been easily love 40. Just goes down the tee, forehand down the line. Djokovic forehand. Oh, again misfiring the forehand from Djokovic. 30-0. Djokovic doing great job though in returning this big first serve from Alcaraz, putting them into play. Goes that wide, great serve from Alcaraz, 40-13. Of course, he's gonna play more comfortable now. It's better than love 30, 40-30. Remember, it's still one break. Body serve, backhand, Alcaraz forehand, going behind Djokovic, slice, comes back. Alcaraz forehand winner, made it on time, much better, and he holds and stay close. That was a big game from Alcaraz, 4-2, Djokovic lead. All right, now let's see if Alcaraz is going to give it his all here and go 1000% aggressive. Djokovic serving at 4-2 up in the opening set, about 30 minutes. A fault, second serve. Second serve. Goes for the buddy, forehand in the net. Tricky serve, 50 love. He knows how to play Alcaraz. Serve out wide, comes back. Backhand goes court. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand goes court. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand up the line. Backhand down the line. Forehand goes court. Alcaraz forehand goes court. Forehand goes court. Alcaraz forehand goes court. Forehand goes court. Alcaraz in the net. Great baseline rally again goes to Djokovic. 30 love. Alcaraz isn't going too aggressive though. He's a little shaky. Alcaraz fell for the rally again. No drop shots. Big serve out wide, comes back. And incredible volley at the net from Djokovic for the love. Was more of a drop shot. A high one. Djokovic doing great with the first serve, 92%. Alcaraz is not bad, but there's 15% difference roughly. Big serve down the tee in the net from Alcaraz. An easy hold to love from Djokovic. Again, 5-2. 22 minutes actually. Alcaraz will serve to stay in the first set at 2-5. All right, Alcaraz getting a little frustrated. The roof's still open and it's not making any difference. Alcaraz serving to stay in the first set. At wide, great serve, 50 love. Alcaraz to serve. A fold, second serve. Got away with the last service game, love 30. It almost became love 40 if Djokovic didn't miss that forehand. Down the tee comes back. And the forehand misfiring from Alcaraz, 15 all. That was an incredible deep return, landed on Alcaraz's feet. Got jammed and mishit the forehand. Under immense pressure here. Mental resilience will show. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Alcaraz. Down the tee. Backhand from Djokovic. Forehand down the line. Forehand down the line. Center court. Up the line. Cross court from Djokovic. Alcaraz forehand. So deep. Backhand. Backhand cross court. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz on the run. Massive forehand from Djokovic again. And the net from Djokovic. From Alcaraz. Is really suffocating Alcaraz from the baseline. 15-30. I don't know what Alcaraz was telling his coaching team, if he was saying impossible, like the way Djokovic is playing. I'm not certain though. I didn't catch it fully. Okay, 15-30. Down the tee, backhand, Djokovic, forehand from Alcaraz. Wow, so deep. Down the line, forehand. A ball. Wow, 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 wow. What a forehand with these high balls, and Djokovic says no problem and fires that forehand cross-court winner, 15-40. 2 set point chances for Djokovic on Alcaraz serve. Damn! And fist bump from Djokovic. Alcaraz serving at 2-5, 15-40. Out wide, Djokovic slice, lands in, forehand, misfiring, goes out. Wow, what a dominance display from Novak Djokovic. Takes the first set, 6-2 in no time. That was dominance. Dominance, dominance, and pure greatness from Djokovic. All right, Djokovic serving first in the second. If he holds, going to be a lot of pressure on Alcaraz. Forehand, backhand cross court, Alcaraz on the run, lands in. Forehand. Oh, had the court open. Djokovic's getting more relaxed here in the net. Love 15. Was a big serve. Pushed Alcaraz out of the court. Got the forehand back and easy miss. Doesn't want to give Alcaraz the energy at this stage. Wow, great serve, came back and easy forehand, hits the net court, goes out, love 30. All right, Djokovic to serve. Remember, came back from love 40 a couple times against center. At wide, Alcaraz in the net. Great serving, 15-30. The wide serve is working. Djokovic to serve. Down the tee. Comes back. Backhand to scored. Alcaraz forehand to scored. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand to scored. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz backhand. Goes out. Going deep. Djokovic. 30 all. Djokovic knows not to give Alcaraz any second serves. Even if that happens, he will go big with the second serve and take his chances. And now it's a second serve. All right. Pick down the tee or a kick serve? I would go with a kick. At wide. Alcaraz misfiring. The forehand goes long. Smart serve from Djokovic. 40-30. One more serve for Djokovic to put an immense pressure from Alcaraz, keeping him behind the score line because he's already showing frustration. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Down the tee, backhand, backhand center court, forehand down the line. Djokovic forehand up the line, forehand scored, backhand scored, backhand from Alcaraz, forehand center court, backhand from Alcaraz. Great one, slice from Djokovic. Lands out. All right, Alcaraz is fighting back. Much better, is cooling down. Deuce. Still staying behind the baseline. Djokovic Alcaraz way behind. Serves out wide. The forehand. Lands in. Forehand up the line. On the run. Forehand up the line. Backhand goes out from Djokovic. Advantage Djokovic. Alcaraz did really good with the forehand. Was a top spin and landed high on Djokovic. He was still to handle it well. If Djokovic holds here, it's gonna be really tough for Alcaraz. He's gotta get out of this mental foggy situation he's in now. Djokovic needs one big serve to keep marching. At wide, backhand from Alcaraz. Slice, drop shot, lands in. Alcaraz gets there, misses the volley. Drop shot perfection from Djokovic holds. One love. Wow. A must hold for Alcaraz here. Mentally, this game is extremely crucial for Alcaraz. Extremely crucial. Thank you all for joining. Alcaraz serving. A fault. Second serve. Trying the kick serve. But he served, backhand up the line, backhand to score. Djokovic slice. Lens in. Forehand to score. Winner from Djokovic, much better from Alcaraz, putting it away. 50 love. On the tee, comes back. Forehand. Forehand to scored. Forehand up the line. Backhand to scored. Backhand to scored. Backhand to scored. Forehand from Alcaraz. Wow. Now, Alcaraz is waking up, playing ultra aggressive, stretching Djokovic. 30 love. Alcaraz with the fist bump and vamos, goes down the tee, comes back. Forehand to score. Forehand passing shot. Djokovic gets it with the lob. Volley. Passing shot. Overplayed it. Overplayed it, goes long, and finally Alcaraz smiles. 40 love. Was feeling suffocated. Down the tee, hits an ace. Holds to love. For the first time, 1 game all. Now, Djokovic, all he needs to do, just hold your game. Keep that score pressure on Alcaraz. Djokovic to serve. 1 game all. Big serve down the tee, comes back. Forehand to score. Alcaraz chasing it, but it's in the net. Precision and perfection from Djokovic. 50 love. Because the more Djokovic does this, even though Alcaraz probably felt better after holding to love, still being challenged in the previous game. There's that wide. Down the line, forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand down the line, goes long from Djokovic, 15 all. Djokovic to serve. 1 game all, 15 all in the second set. Big serve down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Big serve. Forehand up the line. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand center court. Alcaraz forehand. Hits the net cord. Lands. Oh! What a luck for Alcaraz. Lands the net cord and it lands down. And Djokovic couldn't make it. 15-30. Djokovic was pretty much sliding into that, would have got it. Djokovic to serve. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. At wide, backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand center court. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand goes court. Alcaraz forehand goes court. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz on the run. Forehand. Oh, what an easy miss from Djokovic with the court wide open. 15-40. Gifting Alcaraz 2 breakpoint chances. Djokovic to serve, facing a breakpoint. First breakpoint in the match. And he delivered a couple of big services like he did against Sinner. First serve is a fault, second serve. Interesting, Alcaraz staying way behind the baseline for the second serve. Trying to get away from the body serve or be good for the kick serve. Out wide, forehand. Djokovic with the volley. Missed it. What a return. And Alcaraz break. And he's back, leading 2-1 in the second. Now, let's see if this will give Alcaraz the mental calmness and relief he's been searching for since the start of the match. Alright, not the best start from Alcaraz here. Good serve, but the return goes good from Djokovic. Love 15. As if Alcaraz didn't want to deal with this again. Big serve down the tee from Alcaraz, 15 all. Thank you all for joining. Big serve down the tee, comes back. Alcaraz backhand up the line. Djokovic passing shot. Wow, incredible. Alcaraz tried to return it, but it lands on the net. 15-30. Putting the pressure back on Alcaraz. Dusa nerves. Alcaraz was there at the net. Missed the volley, but still smiling. First serve is a fault. Second serve. A little tension in the shoulders. At wide, backhand from Djokovic. That's a gift to Alcaraz. He let him get away with it. 30 all. Alcaraz to serve, 2-1 up in the second, 30 all. Still pressure point. Goes down the tee, backhand from Djokovic. Alcaraz backhand. Forehand center court. Alcaraz forehand. Misfiring. Alcaraz goes long. Break point chance. Djokovic. $30-40. The crowd screaming. Alcaraz to serve. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. I am sensing tension here. A lot of it. Is that wide? Backhand from Djokovic. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand up the line. Oh, tension from Djokovic. Overhitting the forehand with the court open. Deuce. Lot of 3-point. Djokovic had it with the court open. Did good at returning the serve. Still, Alcaraz isn't out of trouble. Is that wide? And scream, vamos! Goes out from Djokovic, advantage Alcaraz. Alcaraz to serve. A fault, second serve. Out wide, backhand. Forehand to score it. Alcaraz on the stretch, gets it. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz on the run, lands in. Forehand down the line. Alcaraz on the run. The volley. Alcaraz gets it. And the net from Djokovic. Massive hold from Alcaraz. Cement, consolidate the break. 3-1 leading in the second set. Djokovic serving 1-3 down. He almost broke Alcaraz, but Alcaraz held and got some help from Djokovic. Just like Djokovic got some help from Alcaraz. Goes down the tee is a lit. couple of uncharacteristic errors from Djokovic, especially on the forehand department. Second serve, Djokovic. Both struggling with the serve somehow in the second set. Goes down the tee, backhand from Alcaraz, backhand cross court. Alcaraz on the stretch, lands in. Djokovic with the drop shot. Alcaraz slice it, lands in, volley. Winner incredible from Djokovic, 50-love. Was a great drop shot, which is risky against Alcaraz because it landed halfway in the court. Alcaraz sliced it cross court, but Djokovic was on that side, so he had time to slide to it and pushed it all the way to the baseline. Gets the winner. Hold, second serve. Out wide, backhand, and the volley. Winner! Incredible after the second serve. A second serve and volley. Not too often that this happens. 30-love. Really giving Alcaraz a lot of things to think about in this match. Djokovic to serve. Down the tee is a fault, second serve. Kick serve in the net. Missed it. Alcaraz 40-love. Getting disappointed. He had it, but it bounced higher than he expected. Djokovic can serve more relaxed here. Out wide. What a return from Alcaraz. The backhand hits the net cord. Djokovic lifted, thought it was going out, but it didn't. Landed on the baseline, 40-15. 2 net cords for Alcaraz. Down the tee comes back. Backhand cross court. Drop shot. Oh, missed it. Alcaraz in the net. Djokovic stays close. 3-2. Alcaraz leads. All right, Alcaraz getting ready to serve at 3-2 up in the second. And the first set was perfect from Djokovic. Great high-quality tennis. Pure. Flawless. Alcaraz, so second set, both of them not giving high-quality tennis, benefiting more from errors. Serve, backhand to backhand. The forehand lands in from Alcaraz. 15-love. On the tee, forehand. Goes long, big serve from Alcaraz, 30 love. Serving much better to Alcaraz than he did in the first. Big serve down the tee, Alcaraz acing his way into this second set, 40 love. Was a big serve, 199 km an hour. Big, massive body serve and holds to love, Alcaraz. Great serve. The best he served almost all match. And leads 4-2. Djokovic to serve, 2-4 down in the second set. Needs a great surface game. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Probably still thinking of all the missed chances, because if he held Djokovic and broke Alcaraz earlier, would have been much better for him. Kick serve, 50 love in the net from Alcaraz. That was a nasty kick serve. Djokovic is balancing between the big serve and kick serve. And Alcaraz is responding much better to the big serve because he's staying way behind the baselines on the second serves. He's reading it. Serves down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Alcaraz is getting a lot of second looks on second serves. It was almost 90% in the first set. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand was scored from Djokovic. Missed a deep return from Alcaraz. 15 all. Djokovic to serve. 15 all. 2-4 down in the second. Goes that wide, comes back from Alcaraz, backhand to score. Alcaraz on the run. Wow, what a return. How could he have made that? Stretching, making it to that forehand and punishing it back after he got stripped of the court with a massive forehand up the line winner, 15-30. Djokovic did not think that's coming back. Big serve down the tee. Wow. Backhand in the net from Djokovic, 15-40. 2 breakpoint chance. If he breaks, he'll be serving for the second set. There's that wide. Big serve. Comes out from Alcaraz, saves one, 30-40. If he can deliver another one. Matches. Second set is not too good. I mean, still good, but not as the first set. We need too high level from both, just like in the semifinal. Big serve down the tee, comes back, forehand, and the net from Djokovic, missed it, deep return from Alcaraz. Alcaraz will serve for the second. And this set is more Alcaraz, more Djokovic making errors, level completely crashing, than Alcaraz really going to his A level. Because that's what Djokovic did in the first set. All right, great serve, greater return. And the forehand out from Alcaraz, love 15. Alcaraz is serving for the second set, love 15. Goes out wide as a fault, second serve. Goes out wide, backhand from Djokovic. Nice kick serve, goes out, 15 all. I don't see Djokovic trying to fight here in this game, though. Maybe he, like, yeah, if even a break him here and hold, he'll still have a chance to serve it out, so why waste the energy? Maybe you want to be done with the second set. Have energy and put it into the third set. Because he knows he screwed up this set anyway. Serves that wide, forehand, yep. It's like he's hitting the ball out. The forehand goes out. 30-15. Alcaraz serving for the second set, 5-2, 30-15. Big serve down the tee. Forehand, Alcaraz forehand. Winner, 40-15, 2 set points. They get the 1 set apiece. Djokovic is probably disappointed at the level dropping in the second set, big time. Alcaraz is going to get fully better from here. Down the tee, and the net, yep. Told you, Djokovic did not seem to be giving any attention to this set, and it's 1 set apiece. All right, third set, Djokovic will be serving first. On the tee, forehand court. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand court. Alcaraz forehand. Backhand court. Alcaraz with the stretch. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz forehand. Backhand in the net. Love 15. Djokovic to serve. Buddy serve comes back. Forehand court. Oh, misfiring. Not a good start from Djokovic. Love 30. Unforced errors climbing up from Djokovic 17. Some must hold, otherwise Alcaraz can't get the momentum and run with it. Serves down the tee, comes back. Slice drop shot. Alcaraz gets there, hits the volley. Djokovic with the lob. Alcaraz is chasing it with the tweener volley. Alcaraz couldn't catch it. Wow, 15-30. What a point. Alcaraz is doing a lot of running. A fault, second serve, Djokovic, 15-30. All Djokovic need to do here is to hold. Down the tee. The forehand misfiring from Alcaraz, 30. Oh, went too big on the second serve, tricked Alcaraz. And that's what Djokovic did to center. Was that wide? In the net from Alcaraz, great serving from Djokovic, 40-30. Back to serving much better. And let me fix the server, because it's Alcaraz. I mean, it's Djokovic. He is the one starting the serve in the third set. Thank you all for joining. So it's not a break point. Djokovic, the serve. Big serve down the tee, comes back. Forehand. Oh, missed it. Lousy forehand from Djokovic. Deuce. Djokovic to serve. Big serve down the tee, comes back. Forehand court. Alcaraz backhand, goes long. Big serve and bigger return from Djokovic. Advantage. Buddy serve is a fault. Second serve. Advantage Djokovic to get the hold. Buddy serve. Backhand. Backhand court. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz on the run with the forehand. Forehand center court. Alcaraz forehand. Oh, missed it in the net. Djokovic went big and really aggressive here to hold. And holds. 1-love. Djokovic leads. Alright, Alcaraz to serve. But the serve comes back. Forehand to scored. Djokovic forehand to scored. Forehand to scored. Djokovic forehand to scored. Forehand up the line. Backhand to scored. Slice from Alcaraz. Backhand to scored. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand to scored. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand center court. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand to scored. Alcaraz on the stretch. Djokovic forehand to scored. Alcaraz. What a passing shot winner. Punching back. 15-love. Staying focused. Alcaraz almost got cornered, but he got out of it. A fault. Second serve, Alcaraz. But he served. Backhand from Djokovic. Backhand scored. Backhand center court. Forehand scored. Winner. 30-love, Alcaraz. Much better. Alcaraz go out wide. Backhand scored. Djokovic with the lob. Smash is coming. Forehand missed it. Djokovic did everything right except the last shot. Could have made a passing shot, but it's in the net. 40-love, Alcaraz. Massive serve out wide from Alcaraz. It would have been an ace, but it's a lit. 40-love. A fault. Second serve. Second serve for Alcaraz to get on the scoreboard in this set. Buddy serve, misfiring the forehand from Djokovic. Quick, easy hold. 1-game all. All right, Djokovic serving at 1-game all. Goes that wide is a fault. Second serve. Alcaraz is standing way behind the baseline, expecting a big second serve. Comes kick, backhand. Djokovic with the drop shot. Incredible how he handled it. Was a very high ball. 50-love. And Alcaraz was way behind the baseline. That's the punishment. When you trying to expect a big second serve, so you're trying to be ready for it, standing way behind the baseline. But if the ball after that is a drop shot, it's going to be a battle to run for it and keep running for it. Big serve down the tee comes back. Forehand to score it. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand to score it. Alcaraz backhand. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand to score it. Wow. What a forehand from Djokovic. 30 love. Now he is firing this rocket forehand. Djokovic ripping it up the line now. Just like he did against Sinner. Alcaraz tried to chase it, but it came too fast. That was 94 mile an hour. Serve. First court. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand to score from Djokovic. Alcaraz gets it. Backhand up the line. Wow. Going aggressive just like he did in the first set, Djokovic. 40 love. That is why he won him the first set. What it won him the first set. Went too big, too risky, too fearless. He held back a bit. In the second, got punished. But again, if he does that, then the tank will be draining quickly. Maybe that's why he didn't want to do it in the second set. 40 love. Because no guarantee it will always work. First serve is a fault. Second serve, Djokovic. Alcaraz now getting closer to the baseline in the second serve or on the second serve, expecting a kick one. Down the tee. Ah, tricked him, Djokovic. Went down the tee. Smart. Holds. Stays ahead 2-1. What a point. What a point. What a point. Unreal. Great serve. Great volleys. Return. Tough angles. Djokovic sliding around the net. Get it back. Lands on the baseline. Alcaraz sliding all the way back and still able to reach the ball, and hits the winner. Incredible. Backhand to backhand. Forehand to score from Djokovic. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand. Backhand to scored. Or scored. Forehand. Alcaraz misfiring the forehand. 15 all. And if Alcaraz didn't make that really crazy ball last point. It would have been love 30 down. 15 all. First serve is a fault. Who's gonna blink first in this third set? Both of them need it. Yes, maybe Djokovic more, but both. Backhand, forehand, forehand to court. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand up the line, Alcaraz backhand. Backhand to court, Alcaraz backhand. Backhand to court, goes long from Djokovic, playing overly aggressive, taking big risk, but that's what he has to do if he wanted to win the point. 30-15. Alcaraz to serve. A fault, second serve. Serving at 1-2 down, 30-15 in the third set. Down the tee, backhand, Alcaraz forehand, Djokovic forehand up the line, backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand up the line, backhand to court, Djokovic backhand to court, backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand, Alcaraz in the net. Yep, they are going aggressive, very physical, 30 all, pressure point. Alcaraz is falling again for that baseline rally with aggression, trying to go head-to-head with Djokovic, and the crowd now are cheering Novak, are going crazy. Big serve down the tee is a fault, second serve. Big chance for Djokovic here. Pressure point. Alcaraz started playing freely. Down the tee, backhand, forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand up the line, Alcaraz on the stretch with the forehand, lands in, forehand to score, Alcaraz backhand. Forehand, Alcaraz forehand, forehand to score, Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic in the net, wow. Alcaraz going even riskier, short angle, stretching Djokovic, keeping him on the run. 40-30. Alcaraz didn't back down in this point. He didn't get scared. He went fearless for his shots. A fault, second serve. He's seen Djokovic is going big, so Alcaraz is going bigger, but playing it more precise. Body serve, backhand, forehand. Djokovic forehand, misfiring. Missed opportunity, Alcaraz hold, 2 games all. Right, Djokovic first serve is a fault, second serve. Serving at 2 games all, and it's a must hold for him in this third set. Double faulting, love 15. Djokovic to serve. Big serve out wide, comes back. Forehand to score. Alcaraz with the passing shot, volley. Passing shot. Wow. Going big, Alcaraz. Love 30. The more this match advances, the more Alcaraz plays more freely and that mental fogginess disappears. Second serve Djokovic, especially that Djokovic is struggling with the serve since the second set. At wide, forehand from Alcaraz, forehand up the line, Alcaraz forehand up the line, forehand up the line, backhand to score. Goes long, Alcaraz overplayed it, 15-30. That was a gift. Djokovic still not out of trouble. Serving at 15-30, needs big serve. Goes out wide, it's a let. Thank you for joining. Now is the time for an ace or a big serve. At wide, comes back. Backhand up the line. Goes wide. And Alcaraz with that big deep return and mishit from Djokovic get himself 2 breakpoint chances. Goes out wide, comes back. Backhand to score. Alcaraz backhand. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand to score. Misfiring. Alcaraz is flexing and breaks. 3-2 leading in the third. And Alcaraz is now, I told you, not wounded anymore. Playing with full clarity. All right, now Djokovic has to go big. Seems struggling physically, Djokovic, though. Alcaraz seems very relaxed. All right, Alcaraz to serve. 3-2 up in the third set. Down the tee. Big, massive serve from Alcaraz, serving much more relaxed. 15 love. Alcaraz is playing way much better here. Down the tee, comes back. Forehand. Djokovic forehand to score it. Alcaraz backhand. Slice, drop shot. Alcaraz gets there, hits the volley. Djokovic with the lob. Lands in. Alcaraz in the net. 15 all. Big serve down the tee, forehand. Forehand from Alcaraz. Goes out from Djokovic. 30-15. Alcaraz, second serve, 30-15. Oh man, going too risky there. Double fault, 30 all. Pressure point. Going for too much, Alcaraz. Was that white? Comes back. Forehand winner. 1-2 from Alcaraz. 40-30. Great wide serve. Pushing Alcaraz. Djokovic out of the court. Court wide open. Does not miss the forehand. But he served. Djokovic gets out of the way. Lands in. Backhand to score. Djokovic backhand in the net. Easy hold from Alcaraz and mixing the serve. 4-2 leading in the third. It's a must hold for Djokovic here. Otherwise, Alcaraz will get all the momentum. Is that white? Comes back. Backhand to court. Alcaraz, wow, he made it. And Djokovic slides to the net and puts it away. 15 love. Big serve down the tee, comes back. Forehand to court. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand down the line. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand to court. Alcaraz backhand. Forehand to court. Alcaraz slice. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz passing shot. Volley. Alcaraz gets there for the volley. Djokovic volley. Alcaraz. Wow, 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 wow. How could you do that, Alcaraz? Incredible. 15 all. That is crushing for Djokovic. Literally running for everything. $15 all. Big serve down the tee. Comes back. Forehand winner, 1-2 from Djokovic, 30-15. It should have been 40 love, but Alcaraz is crazy, out of this world, the tennis he's playing now. Big, massive serve down the tee from Djokovic. Hits an ace when he needed it the most, 40-15. Couldn't find those serves and aces when he was facing the break points early on. Now, aim naturally. Is that wide? That is an incredible clutch, big risk serve. At wide goes out from Alcaraz and he holds. Stays close for 3. Alcaraz leads, and it's only one break point. Alcaraz to serve. Goes out wide is a fault. Second serve. Serving at 4-3 up in the third set. On the tee, backhand, forehand. Forehand up the line. Forehand down the line. Djokovic forehand, center court. Alcaraz gets it. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz gets it. Forehand in the corner. Alcaraz gets it. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz with the slice. Djokovic, missed it. Couldn't guide the forehand there. 15 love. Down the tee, drop shot. Yep, Djokovic could not even run to it. Now Alcaraz seeing Djokovic struggling with the movement, it's gonna start the drop shot. 30 love. Serves that wide, forehand, Alcaraz forehand, lands in, forehand to score. Wow, what a return from Djokovic, 30-15. A really sharp, short angle scored. At wide, backhand, forehand down the line. Passing shot comes back. Djokovic passing shot, overdoes it, overplayed it. Goes long, 40-15. Alcaraz is playing very fast here. serves. Down the T is a fold. Second serve, ALCARAZ. Down the T, backhand down the line. ALCARAZ gets it. Forehand to scored. ALCARAZ up in the air. Smash coming. Smashed it. ALCARAZ was trying to catch the smash. 40-30. ALCARAZ to serve. Body serve, forehand. Oh, went too big. Djokovic took risk, but he missed it. And ALCARAZ holds. Great serving, 5-3. Djokovic will serve to stay in the third set. Djokovic needs to find his first serve if he want to have a chance. First serve is a fault. Serving to stay in the third set. Second serve, and he double faulting. Love 15. Big serve down the tee, backhand to backhand, center court, ALCARAZ forehand. Backhand goes court, ALCARAZ on the run. Lands in, forehand in the net, and ALCARAZ is not backing down, keeping his foot on the gas. Love 15. Sorry, love 30. Djokovic, an uphill battle here, but even if he holds, still tough. Down the tee, slice, drop shot. ALCARAZ gets there, hits the volley. In the net from Djokovic. Love 40. The level is crashing from Djokovic. 3 set point chances. Goes that wide. A fault. Second serve, Djokovic. Looks like he's really giving up on this set. He's struggling physically. Goes that wide. Backhand from ALCARAZ. Backhand up the line. ALCARAZ hits the net cord, lands in. Forehand goes court. ALCARAZ still fighting for it. Forehand goes court. ALCARAZ up in the air. Smash. Winner. Saves one. 15-40. Much better from Djokovic. Saves two. One more. Needs a big serve or an ace. And he does. It's an ace at wide, saving 3 set points from love 40 to deuce. Remember, he did center. He did this against center repeatedly in the 4th and 5th sets. So is that coming back? Don't know how is that going to affect ALCARAZ with 3 set points going. Down the T comes back. Backhand goes court. ALCARAZ with the drop shot. Perfectly landed, knowing that Djokovic can't run. Advantage ALCARAZ at point number 4. And Djokovic was able to create a couple of big serves. He still needs a couple more to get out of trouble here. Down the T comes back, but it goes out. Great serving, saves it, saving 4 set point. Back to deuce. Can he deliver 2 more big serves? A fault, second serve. Unless he trick ALCARAZ here, ALCARAZ is gonna jump on it. What is he gonna do? He goes big down the T, ALCARAZ forehand. Forehand goes court, massive! Goes too big, indeed, takes big risk on the second serve. Yeah, the forehand in the net from ALCARAZ, advantage Djokovic. Big hold if he holds here. Saving 4 set points on the way from love 40 down. Thank you all for joining. Djokovic, serve. On the T is a fault, second serve. Oh, he's gonna execute another perfect second serve against this beast form of ALCARAZ. Out wide, backhand from ALCARAZ. Forehand up the line, ALCARAZ on the run. Forehand, oh, misfiring. Was not in a good position, back to deuce. Djokovic, still in trouble. Big serve down the T comes back, forehand goes court. ALCARAZ missed the forehand. Advantage Djokovic, deliver another big serve. Djokovic to serve, advantage. A fault, second serve. Needs to deliver another perfect second serve here. Out wide, backhand from ALCARAZ, backhand goes court. ALCARAZ down the line, Djokovic in the net. Deep return from ALCARAZ. Back to deuce. Really wearing Djokovic here. Djokovic's sluggish movement, ALCARAZ reading it well. Big serve out wide, comes back. Forehand in the net. He did very well, Djokovic, with the serve out wide, pushing ALCARAZ out of the court. Court wide open, missing the forehand. Was an easy forehand for Djokovic. Advantage, ALCARAZ break point number 5, set point number 5. Can Djokovic continue to deliver big, well-placed serves here? Goes out wide, comes back. Backhand misfiring, and ALCARAZ does break, takes the third, 6-3. I mean, I don't think it would have made a big difference because Alcaraz, the way he's playing, he would have served it out anyway. 2 serves, 2 sets. One more set Alcaraz needs. And he will go all in the fourth. Alcaraz starting the fourth. Big serve, 50 love. Big serve. Again from Alcaraz. Goes out from Djokovic, 30 love. Goes out wide. Alcaraz fault. Second serve. But he served backhand. Alcaraz backhand goes score. Djokovic slice. Lands in. Alcaraz forehand down the line. Forehand. Volley in the net. 30-15. Big couple serves from Alcaraz and easy hold. Big serve down the tee, forehand to forehand, Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic with the slice, lands in, backhand cross court. Backhand center court, Alcaraz forehand. Forehand cross court, Alcaraz gets it. Backhand center court, Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic on the run, goes long. And Alcaraz isn't letting down now, love 15. Alcaraz not letting down. Djokovic struggling big time. Alcaraz is driving here. Big serve down the tee, lands in. Forehand cross court. Alcaraz still slicing it. Damn. Forehand cross court. Alcaraz still slicing it. Forehand. Misfiring Djokovic. Love 30. Alcaraz with an insane defense. Offense. Love 30. If he gets broken here, it's over. Was that wide? Is a fault. Second serve. Everybody expected a big battle, but again, being realistic, he's a human. I mean, yes, greatness, talent, resilience. But again, down the tee comes back, forehand goes court, Alcaraz backhand. Forehand up the line, Alcaraz backhand in the net, much better. 15-30. But again, I mean, Alcaraz is a beast. Talented, variety, has greatness too. And yes, he came tense first set. Was some mental. Once he got the momentum, cleared that mental fog, just pushed and marched forwards. And Djokovic, the energy is crushing and struggling big time here. 15-30. But never count him out yet. Down the tee's a fault. Thank you all for joining. Buddy serve, backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand, misfiring Djokovic. Everything is going wrong at the moment. 15-40, 3 break points for Alcaraz. Out wide, backhand goes court, forehand. Forehand goes court, Alcaraz forehand. Backhand goes court, Alcaraz, slice. Lands out. Now he's going aggressive, Djokovic. Saves one, 30-40. Much better from Djokovic. Big serve down the tee. Waited for the ball. It's the massive forehand winner. Saves all break points. Still in trouble. Deuce. Weathering the storm as of now. Alcaraz is not giving him any break. Any free point. Pushing him to the limit. Serves that wide. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand could score. Alcaraz on the run. Backhand. Backhand up the line. Misfiring again. Advantage Alcaraz. Djokovic to serve. At wide, Alcaraz slice it, lands in. Forehand up the line, Alcaraz with the lob. Smash, Alcaraz backhand, Djokovic with the volley, Alcaraz with the lob. Smash, wow! Landed in. Djokovic is smiling and like, am I gonna miss this smash? That was a very, very nice lob from Alcaraz. And maybe the best smash I seen Djokovic hit. Saves it. Deuce. Not that he has to do the smash. He had to do it going behind Alcaraz, which is even tougher. And it landed on the line. Still in trouble. Deuce needs 2 big serves to feel some energy. If he holds here, it'll be a big, massive hold. A fold, second serve. Come on, guys. We want it a competitive match, regardless who wins. We will celebrate whoever is going to make history tonight. There's down the tee. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand was scored. Alcaraz up the line. Djokovic with the slice. Lands in. Slice drop shot. Smart. Smart play from Alcaraz, knowing Djokovic is not going to run. Advantage Alcaraz. Alcaraz is ruthless, having no mercy. Goes out wide. Finally, an ace came out of nowhere. Saves another break point. 5 break points saved. Deuce. Serves out wide. Comes back. Forehand winner. Incredible serve. Has to go big. Serve and volley winner. Advantage Djokovic. Down the tee, comes back. Backhand could score. Nope, nope, net cord. Everything is against Djokovic. Back to deuce. This game will determine how does it go. Serves out wide, comes back. Forehand up the line. Djokovic backhand. Slice from Djokovic. Forehand. Forehand center court. Djokovic gets it. Backhand could score. Alcaraz backhand. Forehand could score. Alcaraz gets it. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz gets it. Forehand could score. Oh, missed it. Djokovic again. Alcaraz isn't licked down from the baseline. Going so aggressive. Advantage Alcaraz. Break point number what? 6, 7? I stopped counting, chat. Really draining his energy fully. Ruthless Alcaraz. Djokovic to serve. Down the tee comes back. Forehand. Alcaraz forehand up the line. Oh, that's a gift. Misfires. But it was a good deep return though on the baseline. Misheaded Alcaraz. Back to deuce. Big serve. Wow, 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 Alcaraz was able to get that big serve out wide deep. And Djokovic hits the return, and Alcaraz still gets it, and then the forehand goes wide from Djokovic. Did not expect that to come back. Get a battle another breakpoint. Advantage Alcaraz. Out wide, comes back. Djokovic takes it early, taking big risk. Serve and volley. Back to deuce. 6 breakpoints. Saved. Damn. This is just the first game in the set. Crazy. Big serve out wide. Alcaraz gets it back, court wide open, doesn't miss the forehand here, Djokovic, and the crowd are roaring, advantage Djokovic. Can he deliver one more big serve, chat? 12 minutes this game. Down the tee, Alcaraz gets it. Backhand up the line, Alcaraz forehand. Forehand to court, Alcaraz forehand. Backhand to court, Alcaraz slice. First court, Alcaraz forehand. Center court, Alcaraz. Wow, missed it. What a hold. What a hold. What a hold. 1 game all. And a fist bump. Now, Alcaraz misses, love 15. A fault. Second serve. Not sure if those 6 break points that Alcaraz could have taken is going to affect him mentally, but he served backhand. Forehand down the line. Forehand to score. Alcaraz forehand. Lands in. Backhand Kuskort. Alcaraz forehand. Slice from Djokovic. Alcaraz forehand Kuskort. Djokovic Kuskort. Alcaraz Kuskort. Forehand. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand. Oh, did everything right, Djokovic, but Alcaraz stayed in it. 15 all. Alcaraz serving 1 game all. 15 all. A fault, second serve. This is Djokovic's biggest chance in the match. Maybe what will make difference, because Alcaraz is probably mentally struggling. How could I miss these 6 break points? Backhand to backhand, backhand up the line. Djokovic chasing it. Lands in. Forehand. Forehand could score. Nope. Misfiring. Djokovic 30-15. All right, Alcaraz serving. 1-0, 30-15. Big serve goes out wide. And forehand goes out from Djokovic, 40-15. And Alcaraz with an easy hold and putting the pressure back on Djokovic after he drained his energy already in the previous games. 2-1 Alcaraz in the fourth set. This is going to be extremely difficult for Djokovic here because the level isn't there. I don't think he has the energy and fitness to push this match to the limit. All right, Djokovic is ready to serve. 1-2 down in the fourth set. Let's see what he does here, because that will tell you what direction this match is going. If he's still gonna fight, I mean, he did. He saved 6 break points in the opening game. Serves that wide. Forehand up the line winner. 1-2. He gets the winner. 15 love. Never write him off yet. Remember, Sinner has many break points. He could have won it in 4th set. He could have break in the 5th set. He had many break points. Djokovic kept fighting. 15 love Djokovic. Serving at 1-2 down in the fourth. Goes big down the tee. Big massive serve in the net from Alcaraz. 30 love. 30 love. Djokovic to serve, trying to level things in the fourth set. Goes down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Alcaraz isn't blinking. No mental lapses. No backing down yet. Serves out wide. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand up the line. Alcaraz backhand. Flies from Djokovic. Forehand who scored. Djokovic backhand. Alcaraz forehand up the line. Djokovic on the stretch. Hit it up in the air. It's gonna land. It did land on the line. Forehand from Alcaraz. Forehand who scored. Alcaraz. Oh, the drop shot. Terrible. Landed on the net. That's a gift to Djokovic. 40 love. 40 love. He let him get away with it. Alcaraz almost had him. He smiles. He knows. Djokovic to serve. Go down the tee. Drop shot, lands in. Alcaraz with the volley. Missed the volley in the net. Easy peasy. Wow. Compare this to the previous game that lasted 12-13 minutes. It was a quick, easy hold for Djokovic to love. 2 games all. Thank you all for joining. And the way Djokovic is going to play the next game will tell you if the fight will continue. Alcaraz serving at 2 games all, and I think Djokovic is going to give it his all here in this game. Down the tee, backhand from Djokovic, backhand up the line, Djokovic forehand. Forehand could score, Djokovic forehand. Forehand could score, Djokovic on the stretch, oh, missed the forehand in the net. 15 love, Alcaraz. Remember, Alcaraz just needs this set. Djokovic needs this set and the next one. That's a huge ask. If he does it, he will be superhuman, non-human. Alcaraz first serve is a fault. Second serve. And he will need help from Alcaraz too. Body serve, backhand from Djokovic, backhand who scored. Djokovic up in the air, lands out. Alcaraz is going big, 30 love. Alcaraz knows what happened against Sinner. He's like, ugh, I am not even going near there. Djokovic is going to continue fighting till the last minute. Serves that wide. It's an ace, Alcaraz, and everything is aligned for Alcaraz here. 40 love. Alcaraz hits more aces, 7 compared to 4 from Djokovic throughout the match. And when he needed the serve, it was there for Alcaraz. Especially now he's playing freely. No tension, no stress. He has 2 sets up, so he's not too worried. And when Alcaraz is relaxed, he delivers his best tennis. And he holds easy to love. 3-2, Alcaraz leads in the fourth set. Thank you all for joining. Much better from Djokovic in this game. He needed a quick, easy hold. Getting to 40-15. First serve is a fault, second serve. I think what he's trying to plan here, Djokovic, likely to get to a break, to get to a tie break, hoping he could win the tie break. And because he's serving great now, the placement reminds me of how he served in the first set. That was a quick, easy hold, 3 games all. Get to a tie break, play your best tie break, take advantage if there is some lapses here and there with the level from Alcaraz. Alcaraz started getting a little tense and frustrated here, but he's still playing great. And then take your chances in the 5th set. That's what he did against Sinner. Let's see if this happens. 3 games all. Thank you all for joining. All right, Alcaraz serving at 3 games all. Now we're getting into the dangerous part of the match. Goes that wide, backhand, Alcaraz forehand going behind, Djokovic smart, 15 love, which didn't read it. Is what Djokovic did in the last 2 games, having a quick hold after this draining opening game that took him 12 minutes, is serving too good, too quick, reserve energy, and he's getting back more fit, but Alcaraz is still delivering. Serve down the tee, hits an ace. 30 love, Alcaraz. And Alcaraz serve completely, totally improved compared to the first set. Much, much better, higher percentage compared to Djokovic. Serves to the body, comes back, Djokovic. And Alcaraz again, he is draining his energy, bringing him to the net with the drop shot, and Djokovic still didn't make it. 40 love. Oh, Alcaraz is ruthless, literally draining him physically. Okay, you want to get to a tie break? You want to get to a 5th set? Let's see if you still have legs to play with. Alcaraz is pretty smart, tennis IQ, and he showed it in the semifinal match. Serves out wide. The backhand from Djokovic. Wow, it did catch the line. I thought he just hit it out to be done here, but he's not. It was a nice, great kick serve from Alcaraz. Djokovic, backhand on the line winner. Incredible. How did that even catch the line? Even Djokovic didn't believe it. 40-15. Alcaraz goes for the body, sliced. Alcaraz with the drop shot. Djokovic gets to it. Smash. Oh, a little volley, and Alcaraz. Djokovic couldn't make it to the other volley. Hits it in the net. Quick, easy hold from Alcaraz to throw it back on Djokovic. 4-3. Alcaraz still not letting down in this set. All right, Djokovic serving at 3-4 down in this sit and it's a must hold. Otherwise, this match will be over. Down the tee, backhand from Alcaraz. Flies, drop shot. Nope, lands on the net. Terrible, love 15. Because if Alcaraz thinking what I'm thinking is to go big risk, do everything, empty the tank here in this game. Nothing to lose. 2 sits up and 4-3 up. Out wide, backhand. Wow, what a return from Alcaraz, deep and in the net from Djokovic. Love 30. Dangerous territory here. Love 30. Djokovic to serve, facing an uphill battle again. Down the tee, comes back. Forehand up the line winner. 15-30, much better. Thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying the match. I mean, we expected it to be more competitive. The first set, all Djokovic. Second set, all Alcaraz. Third set was so-and-so, mostly Alcaraz. Fourth set, Alcaraz is doing great. Djokovic is doing his best. Big serve out wide from Djokovic. Wow, that's a nasty. Took a big serve, big risk, and got rewarded 30 all. Djokovic is gonna need to continue delivering those big serves and taking big risks. Hoping Alcaraz blinks, which is unlikely at the moment. Big serve down the tee, comes back. Forehand down the line. Alcaraz in the net. 40-30 from love 30. All right. Djokovic is still fighting big time and finding his serve. 40-30, 1 point away from holding at 4 all. And then I'll tell you, Djokovic is going to literally probably empty the tank, goes too big on that game trying to break Alcaraz. Then he will have more energy and momentum to go for the 5th set. Goes out wide, comes back. But then Djokovic, with the court wide open, still missing the forehand, goes long, deuce, still in trouble. Alcaraz is giving him no mercy, nothing. Ruthless Alcaraz. Deuce. Djokovic needs 2 big serves here. Big serve down the tee. Comes back, but it goes out, and he did deliver. Advantage Djokovic. We've been asking too much from him. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back and be realistic. After the epic match he played against Sinner, I mean, he's 38 in 8 months. Gonna go through the ward number 2 and 1. It's a big ask, but if anyone can do it, it's Djokovic. Big serve down the tee again in the net from Alcaraz, and that's a big hold from Alcaraz. Djokovic, he shakes the racket, still in the fight. 4 games all. All right, Alcaraz serving at 4 games all in the 4th set. Big moment here for Alcaraz. Goes out wide, comes back, forehand goes scored. Djokovic backhand goes scored. Alcaraz with the slice, missed it in the net. Wow. Djokovic with the fist bump and getting the crowd rattled, telling him to cheer and cheer more. Love 15. Okay, I told you. That's what I was thinking Djokovic is going to do. Let's see if it's going to work. Alcaraz to serve. Crowd are still going crazy, so Alcaraz is taking his time. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Alcaraz is looking a little tense there. Not happy about losing the first point. He knows how big this moment is. Goes to the body. Backhand from Djokovic. Missed it. Djokovic jammed him. 15-0. Expected it to come down the tee, but it's not. Alcaraz to serve. Goes down the tee. Comes back. Slice. Drop shot. The volley. Djokovic with the volley. Alcaraz was there. Great defense at the net. It back on the other side of the net, and it's a winner. 30-15. I mean, it was a great from Djokovic to even get to that drop shot and hit that nice volley. And he even did it cross court. Alcaraz easily puts it away. 30-15. The fist bump. And Alcaraz coaching box on their feet. Body serve comes back, but it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Body serve. Backhand from Djokovic. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz forehand could score. Djokovic forehand up the line. Backhand could score. Djokovic on the stretch with the slice. Alcaraz forehand could score. Djokovic backhand. Lands in. Alcaraz pushed back. Forehand could score. Alcaraz backhand. Djokovic could score. Running cross court. Oh my god. Wow. Told you Djokovic is gonna go big here, and Alcaraz misses the forehand. 30-all. Pressure point. Alcaraz is getting a bit scared here, knowing Djokovic is blotting something. Did everything right, Alcaraz, but Djokovic did it a little better in this game. Alcaraz to serve. 4 games all, 30-all, pressure point. What a point. Alcaraz to serve. But he served. Forehand. Oh my god, what a return from Djokovic. What a return. It was a great serve from Alcaraz. But Djokovic hits it deep to Alcaraz's feet, and Alcaraz in the net. 30-40, break point. And that is what Djokovic been plotting, but let's see how it goes. Breakpoint chance. Alcaraz under an immense pressure here. I told you at the start of this point in this game, chat. Alcaraz to serve. A fault. Getting really tense. Second serve. Second serve. Body serve. Backhand from Djokovic. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand could score. Alcaraz backhand. Forehand could score. Oh no, missed it, Djokovic. Played it, overplayed it, and that's what he needed to do, to go ultra aggressive, and he missed it, and it's deuce. He might regret this. This might cost him bigly. And Alcaraz stayed calm and focused. Alcaraz to serve. Body serve, backhand, lands in, forehand from Alcaraz, forehand center court, Alcaraz forehand cross court. Wow, wow, wow. What a massive forehand from Alcaraz, lands in, and it's advantage. Alcaraz. Djokovic is playing so deep, pushing him way behind the baseline, but Alcaraz isn't backing down. At least for now. Alcaraz to serve. Big serve out wide, backhand, Alcaraz backhand, Djokovic, forehand up the line, Alcaraz backhand, forehand up. Oh no, Djokovic went too big. The forehand goes out, and Alcaraz was really under pressure. You can see the way he's screaming in the fist bump afterwards, and he survives. 5-4. Now Djokovic will serve to stay in the match, and now it's his turn to take the pressure. That was a big chance. He missed it. All right, Djokovic serving to stay in the match. Serves out wide, backhand. Djokovic forehand goes long, 15 love Djokovic, and I think he's walking to change his racket. Yep, he is serving with new balls. He wasn't happy with the strings. Got another one. $15 love. Djokovic to serve. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Down the tee. Alcaraz gets it. Forehand winner. Nope. Alcaraz with the lob. Lands in. Forehand center court. Wow, misfiring Djokovic. He had him on the serve. He pushed him all the way behind the court on the return. But this time, misses the smash. 15 all. He would want that ball back. Djokovic to serve. He needs to serve big and put the pressure back on Alcaraz here. A fault, second serve. Kick serve, backhand from Alcaraz, backhand goes court. Alcaraz in the net, much better from Djokovic, 30-15, tricky serve. It should have been 40 love. How did Alcaraz get to that ball and got it into play is beyond logic. It's just incredible, this guy. And that's why he's the world number one. I mean, incredible. Skills, talent, resilience, power. All right, Djokovic serving 30-15. Needs an ace. Goes that wide. Slice from Alcaraz. Goes out. That's good enough. It's not an ace, but Alcaraz barely touched it. 40-15. $40-15. Djokovic serving to stay in the match. Big serve out wide comes back. Forehand down the line. Alcaraz in the net. Incredible 1 and 2 from Djokovic. An easy quick hold. 5-all. Putting the pressure back on Alcaraz, and he's gonna do repeat what he did in the previous game. Try to empty the tank, put the pressure on Alcaraz to try to break him. He almost did it in the previous game. Or at least play it the same way till he gets a tie break and take his chances. That's the plan. All right, chat. Alcaraz is serving. Eiffel. Big serve down the tee is a fault. Second serve. That was 2 or 3 km an hour. That's a huge, massive serve. On the tee backhand, Alcaraz forehand. Djokovic backhand, missed it. Goes wide. 15 love, almost got the return, Djokovic, but couldn't capitalize on it. 15 love, Alcaraz. Alcaraz to serve. Down the tee, forehand in the net from Djokovic. Was in a good position, but he missed it. 30 love. Now Alcaraz gonna serve even freely. 2 returns Djokovic could have made. 30 love. Alcaraz to serve. A fault, second serve. Alcaraz is a little tense here, and Djokovic isn't taking full advantage of it. Down the tee, backhand down the line, backhand from Alcaraz, backhand to scored. Alcaraz forehand, Djokovic forehand up the line, backhand to scored. Backhand up the line, forehand from Alcaraz, going behind Djokovic, but Alcaraz overhits it, 30-15. This literally, if he made the 2 returns, Djokovic would have been love 40. But he took big risks, and that is what comes with taking big risk. 30-15, still fighting. There's no more celebration or fist bump or smiles from Alcaraz here. Tells you he's tense. Alcaraz to serve. At wide, backhand from Djokovic. Forehand up the line. Djokovic on the stretch. Couldn't slice it enough in the net. 40-15. Alcaraz is still holding his ground. (40-15), 1 point away from the hold. Serves to the body. Forehand. Djokovic on the stretch with the slice. Forehand to score winner from Alcaraz. He holds 6-5. Now Djokovic again will serve to stay in the match or take us to a tie break. And that was his ultimate and final plan for this set. Alcaraz holds 6-5, stays ahead. All right, Djokovic yet again serving to stay in the match or take us to a tie break. First serve is a fault. Second serve, Djokovic. Slices after the serve, backhand to backhand, backhand from Alcaraz, forehand to score it. Alcaraz backhand, forehand to score it. Alcaraz backhand, backhand in the net from Djokovic. Alcaraz winning this rally, love 15. Alcaraz is the one who's gonna give it his best because he's playing extremely ultra aggressive and physical Alcaraz, knowing that what is the worst that could happen here? Going into a tiebreak when he's 2 sets up, no problem. He's the one who will take 2 big sets. That was a 25 shots rally. Djokovic did his best to stay in it, but the last one went into the net, love 15. Thank you for joining. Djokovic needs to deliver a couple of big serves. First serve is a fault. Second serve. He's trying to get to a tiebreak and then take his chances in the tiebreak. Was that wide? Backhand, volley, passing shot, volley, incredible defense at the net from Djokovic. Wow. 15 all. Wow. Alcaraz has been playing his A level almost all set this set. I would say from halfway in the third set and all of this set. Except when he almost got broken, but then he switched quickly back to that really high level. 15 all. Djokovic to serve. A fault. Second serve. Needs the first serves. Let's see how risky he's going to go in the second. Or if he's going to trick Alcaraz with the kick serve. He was looking at where Alcaraz is standing. Alcaraz standing way behind the baseline, expecting a big serve. Was that wide? Alcaraz forehand. Oh, what a return from Alcaraz. Incredible. Djokovic wasn't in a good position, got off balance, and the forehand goes out, misfiring. 15-30. Making it harder and extremely physical for Djokovic. If he's gonna win, he's gonna fully earn it. Alcaraz isn't giving 3 points anymore. Djokovic to serve. And he deliver a big ace. But the serve comes back. Forehand. Oh, in the net. What a deep return from Alcaraz. Landed on Djokovic's feet. 15-40. And Alcaraz now have 2 championship points on Djokovic serves. Djokovic. Too much pressure. He can't handle it, but can he deliver the serve? It's about physical fitness. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Down the tee, backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand. Wow! Djokovic misfiring. The forehand goes wide. It goes wide, and it's Alcaraz. Alcaraz who's making history tonight. And he's been making history all his life, all his career at 22 years old. He could have made history next year too, Alcaraz. Even if he won the career slam next year, he would still been the youngest to win it. But he wanted to do it now because I agree with him. No guarantees what's going to happen next year. And Alcaraz does deliver. Djokovic didn't have enough energy. I mean, let's just celebrate Djokovic at this age and still fighting against the world number 1. Nobody would have survived even this time. Pushing this to 4th setters, almost a tie break. That is already incredible in its own. But it's Alcaraz. Came a little tense in the first set. The nerves, the pressure, then he let it off. Then from there, he just kept cruising and kept putting the pressure on Djokovic. Incredible. Congratulations to Alcaraz for making history. The youngest to win a career slam. His team are happy. He's hugging them, celebrating. Incredible performance. Djokovic did all he can. Couldn't ask him for more. Didn't have enough fitness left. He pushed and pushed and pushed, but if the body isn't giving it, he can't squeeze it anymore. He did against Center, though. That was a great win. And he should be proud. He tried. So for Novak's fans, and I'm one of them, celebrate him, be happy. Maybe a 25 slam will come, even though this was his biggest opportunity. He could not have asked for a better draw. He had a walkover. He had a retirement. Sinner played great match, but he was very, very lucky. Djokovic, he played great, but lucky with, there was some percentage of luck with the too many breakpoints, with Sinner missing at crucial moments, etc. Landed here. And I would say Djokovic, and I know nothing for me to say anything, for Djokovic, but I would say his biggest mistake in this match, after he came massively won the first set, he should have went big on the second set. I think he played it smart. He was like, all right, second set, let me just calm down, lower the level and the energy, save it if we needed to go third or fourth setter, etc. No. You gotta keep that hammer on. Because Alcaraz then was completely mentally crashing, overwhelmed with the pressure. After losing the first set quickly 2-6, Djokovic should have went all in on the second set. And then I would have taken the third and fourth easy and wait for your chances and luck. And if this went to fifth setter, all right, then you recharge, because he took 2 sets to recalibrate and recharge. But he didn't. And he got punished for it. Anyway, Alcaraz did not disappoint. Showed that he is also mentally strong, resilient, talented, incredible. And that's why he's the world number 1. Thank you all for joining and for supporting the channel. Appreciate your support. If you haven't done so, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next live stream.